Alright, we're 37% of the way through. And I can either leave the abyss or keep looking for answers. Far right. There's a red hologram. Fragile balance. Alright, I'm not able to do that one at the moment. Oh, fuck. These fucking things. Yeah, if I can make that green. Alright, I did. So I sort of had...
Is there any way for you to tell me if my friends are all right?
I believe they are unharmed, but I cannot be certain. I see only fragments.
Two good ones. I haven't seen more green ones. Guess I can try 13, but I'm afraid, you know. Alright, so that has to be blue. And there's blue back there. And there's a changer there. And changer there. Oh, I see, there's a red. I see. Let's move as many of the pieces as I can back here. Now, what if I want to do that? That could work, I just need to make some adjustments. So I need you like to be visible here. Like here would do. I can climb out, so it's fine. There we go. Just a little bit of, you know, adjustments. However, if I can get that open, then I can have it be self-contained, because that's blue. So what if I just do that? Alright, that works. go.
In the simulation, when I feared the end of my purpose, I tried to keep Athena trapped. And now that she has trapped herself, I cannot free her.
We all failed her. I thought everything we found on the island was some brilliant plan. A test we had to pass. I never even considered that she might need our help.
No one is without sin. But she believed that even the most wretched of us deserved a better world.
The QR code. Who builds cities and who tears them down? Who brings life and who takes it away? If one man does both, is he not mad? I guess I'll collect the red holograms.
You do know it's all your fault, don't you? Sure. You can tell yourself that you developed the safety protocols and Miranda just ignored them. But you chose not to hard code them into the system. Good work, Athena. Well done.
I was going to. There was just so much else to do, and she was so impatient.
She was impatient because you trapped her on an empty island. You turned her whole life into a bloody science experiment. Just another version of the process. Just another puzzle to solve.
No, I wanted her to be free. To be herself.
And now she's dead. Thanks to you.
Alright, I can't do this. I'm just way too tired. I'm gonna look around for the red holograms and then that's it. Got 3 puzzles done.
If you had just kept the backup systems separate, everything would be fine. But you had to connect it all, didn't you? You had to turn it all into one big world-changing miracle machine, so people could see that you were right all along. Because you're a megalomaniac.
I was trying to show them a different way. To give them tools that could change how we live.
And that's why you have to burn.
As she did.
But yeah, I mean, there's just like a step-by-step process I'm just not getting. Or maybe I can't. Why is Byron unable to swim when, like, he's in a simulation? Like, 1K isn't able to swim because he does, and Yakut isn't able to swim because they don't have the upgrades needed, but, like, you don't need an upgrade to be here. Oh, that's where it ends? So there's no, like, or presumably there's no, like, big spectacular gold puzzle then. Completely missed that, but, like, yeah, I was looking at this and seeing that, like, gold gate is like, oh man, you know, with all these being so tough, I can't imagine what a gold gate puzzle is gonna be like, but no. I mean, there might be, you know, one more puzzle there, but I think that tends to be just press X to win. You know, maybe a smart thing to do would be just to, like, go to every island, and then you can hop around. You know, with the teleporter. I find it interesting that this still has the gate up. And I think it's the only one that, yeah, and the reason for that is because of the hologram. So that's actually a good way of checking, like, you know, beat a puzzle. and then see if the blue gate is down when you reset, and if it isn't, then that means there's probably a hologram in it. Go around it. And now in here. If I go back, can I teleport there again? Yep. Alright, so I guess I'll call it a day here. Got 3 puzzles done. That's good. Got stumped by 16 pretty hard though, and I still need to do 1, 4, and 5. And then there's like, you know, these. But, you know, I'll get through them, you know, over time. Let's continue on. Halfway there. I think what I'll do is try and go through the new puzzles and see which ones I can solve, which ones I can't solve, and then I'll go back to the old ones and figure them out a little later. What is the difference between Olympus and the Abyss? Did the gods ascend to its heights, or did they fall into the sky, the Sphinx? Well, one goes up, the other goes down. Pink Floyd reference to the wall. Alright. I mean, sure. Maybe Athena's a fan. This is like her subconscious after all. Just kind of hoping for a green hologram just because we've seen so little of them. That's kind of funny, like this and Orpheus ascending. It's like there's this huge problem. Athena is like locked in her own mind. Or Hypatia, I think it was, is dead. And the way to like fix that is solving puzzles. Just imagine a scenario where these robots are like, oh geez, one of us has some computer virus that's, you know, killing him or whatever, and so they solve a bunch of puzzles and then everything's, you know, okay. Yeah, I'm not getting this one. One-way link. Alright, so it turns out there was a puzzle I completed that I didn't record. So here's a sneak preview into what the end of the video, in terms of how much I've done, will look like. Yep. These don't solve the puzzles, they just restart the puzzles. There are no Prometheus sparks. failing epically at a puzzle I have already done. Let's get you on the inside. There we go. Oh, that's not what we drove through. Is it? Yes, it is. But, alright, now this one is a bit precarious. I want this back here. I need the dang drill thing. Where is it? You're also coming back here. Alright. There we go. Now we put you like back. There we go. Yeah, it's just like super threading the needle. Alright, so one there. Oh. Yep. That stops it, because that is all the way over there. That red one moves left and right. Alright, I don't want to disconnect them, but you can do that. Quit encouraging that behavior. Alright, so yeah, there we go. That's how you do that one. Alright, so I wasn't recording. How do I do this again? Got like this far. Take control of helm, turn that off, grab the fan, put it back. I'm hoping I recorded the last one. But if not, then I can just quickly redo it. Yeah, problem is, like here, you can't get the angle. Trying to get up there. Turn that off. Alright, let's just do that. What's the blockage? Alright, but that doesn't really solve the problem at hand. Unless you can do it like here. You can. If you dare block it, you're a million miles away. Go here. I can go here. But again, that's not really useful. Can I drop it down? Yeah, that works. Actually, I guess I can put this here. Still have line of sight to myself? Yeah, I should. Alright, that's how you do it. Now let's disconnect everything here. So you connect with this. Alright, that was something I was just missing. Annoyingly. You can connect here. Let's see. I'll select you, and I'll select you. do like so. Alright, I'll just keep that there. Alright, that's activated that fan. That sends me up here. But as soon as I step off of this, is this gonna close? Yeah. Too much. No. I'm not able to hand myself something from up here. I can do the same for that too. That works. Alright. I shouldn't need that at all anymore. Why is this being blocked? Green. Oh my goodness, now that was a tough one. Good. Oh, that was a challenge. The thing that was kind of holding me off was I didn't realize that you could pass that pylon down here, and once I got that, it was a lot easier to, because at 4, you need 4 to get through here. Then I was figuring out, like, I was worried about these 2 pylons, because, like, did I need them? Would I need them? No. Can, like, multiple me's leave? No. Well, I think this is the main me, so... Alright, I'll maybe pop into here and see what's up. But... We're red in there. It's not gonna be as simple. can do.
Tell me, Elohim, was Athena happy here on the island before everything went wrong?
She was.
I'm glad she finds some measure of happiness out here, but I wish she could have been happier with us in the city. Is that selfish of me?
Perhaps. But her happiness was never complete. She always knew that we are not born for ourselves alone, and she could not abandon her responsibilities forever.
Yeah, there's that difficult one. I'm just not getting this one. I think I've done more than enough puzzles for the day, so let's find maybe the red holograms. Other one. There's a red hologram. Still don't know where green ones are.
After everything we went through together, after you and Cornelius practically raised me, how could you just abandon me? How could you just leave without telling me?
I wanted you to find your own way. You were too dependent on me. I thought you'd become a leader, stick up for your own ideas. You would grow up.
No. I think you wanted me to fail. You wanted New Jerusalem to fall apart in your absence, so we'd come crawling back to you. Oh, wise Athena, you were right all along. Oh, Athena. I would never believe that you wanted me to fail. I thought I disappointed you. And maybe I did. But never this. Maybe you don't believe in any of it. Have you ever considered that? Or your optimism? Your vaunted humanist spirit? Maybe it's all a facade. Maybe you just want it to be true. Because it's comforting to think that humanity might be good, and meaning is something you can create. But that's not facing the truth, because the truth is that none of it has any value at all.
No, you're wrong. Maybe I ruined everything. Maybe they would destroy themselves, but Alexandra was right. Humanity is good. I still have faith. If only in that.
Cornelius is never gonna forgive you for what you did to him. Just when he needed you the most, you shut him out.
I would do anything to undo that, anything.
That's the problem with prophets. They think they're the only ones who matter. That's why you wanted the theory of everything. Because it gives you power. You, just you, to do whatever you want. You haven't learned anything from your mistakes.
There's a green one.
I was always going to share it. I wanted to empower everyone, not just myself.
Were you? Were you really? Were you ever gonna go back?
I don't know.
There's an achievement for getting all of the red and all of the green memory ones. So let's see. Oh, it's one of the new humans. Hidden strength. Find all
Mother?
3 hidden dreams.
Where are you? Where am I? None of this seems real. What are these voices? I think they're lying to you.
Yeah, that one I solved. I don't think I'll be solving any others for the moment, just because I'm feeling a bit tired. Yeah, I'm not getting this one. Only got 15 out of 24, although there's like 2 I haven't tried yet. And this is laggy as fuck. Wow. Found a QR code. As every story has an ending, so does every living thing. Men and women, parents and children, even cities and civilizations. It is meant to be so. Reminds me of Isaac Arthur made a video on paradise planets, and one of the things he pointed out is that it's unlikely that Paradise Planet would be the same sort of paradise forever. At some point, people might want like a change of view, a difference in scenery. Alright, so it was here. And there's the achievement, my terrors.
When I said you didn't kill Miranda, I was lying. I just said it because that's what you're supposed to say. You did kill her. I tried to temper her arrogance to give her perspective, but you always encouraged her megalomania. You made her think she was special. She was chosen because you still think you're the chosen one.
No, that's not what I think at all. I don't want to be treated like I'm special.
Then why did we leave? Because you were tired of having to argue.
Because they poured all their fantasies into me and turned me into the Founder. Because they couldn't stop and think for themselves. Because they refused to grow up.
Oh, and growing up means doing exactly what you want them to?
I don't know. But maybe it does. I think Alexandra was right about everything, but I don't know how to show them.
Alright, I'm gonna call it a day. My brain's fried once again. Yep, 10 seconds ago. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Byron? I don't know if you're receiving this, but we're still looking for you. We're not giving up. Herman is getting in my way, but I'll take the megastructure apart brick by brick if I have to.
Alright, 3/4 of the way through. All I notice is that, like, when the puzzle is more than just lasers, like, there's that moving, platform, or teleportation, or the tractor beam, something like that, then I can do it reasonably quickly. But if it is like just lasers, then that's like the ones that stump me the most. Alright, there we go. I don't like the ones where the answers are like,
Tell me of your journey, Byron, in the days after Athena left the city. Have you been happy? Have you been well?
Looking back at it, I think mostly I failed.
You led the expedition to the island. If Athena is saved, it will be thanks to you. So you have not failed yet, my child.
yeah, I don't really like it when the solution or figuring out the solution is like stopping, the beams or switching between them. I'm just not particularly good at that kind of puzzle. I prefer it when you're trying to figure out, like, the convoluted way of getting the beam, from point A to, like, maybe somewhere over there, point B. Elohim is kind of weird in the lore because, I'll get to this later, need to talk and not think, or talk and think, and not just hard think. Because he was supposed to be basically the system managing the puzzle area, right? And he had like a different name than Elohim that just conveniently could be shortened to Elohim. And he was never supposed to be this godly figure, but by sheer coincidence he evolved that way, and the name he was given could conveniently be shortened to one of the names associated with God. Alright, now I can think. No. Oh, god damn it. Why? What did I block? Was it this? I potentially do this. Alright, so I want to link that, and this, but not to that. Whew. That was a tough one. But you can see what I mean, like, I just kind of prefer it if it's more just figuring out, like, go.
This language of creation that Athena discovered, what's it like? Do you understand it? Is it part of your system?
It is the incarnation of the sublime beauty of mathematics. Through it, all things become beautiful. Every movement of every particle is a revelation, and everything that lives is holy.
So close. Just one more.
The colors.
Welcome! Welcome! Who are you? Don't you recognize me? I mean, you? How is this possible? This place is a loop, Byron. Eventually you loop back on yourself, so here I am. And here you are. I need answers. Oh, answers. Answers. It's always answers with you, Byron, isn't it? Because you have to know everything. Because you deserve to know everything. And everyone else just has to deal with it. It's not just about me. It's about all of us. All of New Jerusalem. Oh, really? Then why are you here solving puzzles instead of out there helping your friends? Is it because you want your mummy? Is it because you're oh so sad because mummy left you and she didn't tell you why? It's not that simple, isn't it? What you can't get over is why she didn't tell you she was leaving. That has nothing to do with the city. It's just about your ego. Okay. You know what? Fine. Call it ego. After everything we went through, why not tell me? Why not take me along? Maybe she was just tired of you and your pathetic clinginess. Oh, Mummy, tell me what to do. Tell me what to think. Maybe she thought you'd finally grow up and actually do something instead of just complaining. I've done a lot more than just complain. It's not easy trying to push back against the momentum of history. Have you? Sure, you annoyed Herman into letting you play Explorer, and then you got your hand stuck on a magic table and missed half the expedition. Great job. Meanwhile, New Jerusalem is falling apart. That's why we need Athena. Athena can't even save herself. You have a point. What? You may be some sort of digital psychosis, but you're not entirely wrong. I didn't live up to my principles. I let my personal insecurities get in the way. I should have stepped up and taken responsibility. Responsibility? What makes you think you're cut out to lead? What makes you think anyone even respects you? Oh, shut up. You're just trying to draw me back into the loop. It won't work. We're not done here. Yeah, we are. Thanks for the life lesson. Now, go away. I have things to do. What's happening? 1K?
So that's why you were different. You literally confronted yourself. Must have been quite the experience.
I wouldn't exactly recommend it as a leisure activity, but it was necessary. I was stuck in a loop as much as Athena was.
We all were, I think, including myself. You know, you said something to me. I said, we don't need the theory of everything to be happy. And you said it was never just about happiness. And I couldn't stop thinking about that. Because I knew I was right, that we could find happiness without expanding. But what if we needed more? What if a happy life and a good life aren't the same?
And did you figure out an answer?
No. And I'm still not sure what you're doing is right. But if I just sit around moping without actually participating...
Then you're making the same mistake I did. We swapped positions. That's funny.
I find it kind of embarrassing. But look, the truth is, I don't really know what we should do. But I do know that we were always at our best when we were together.
Amen to that. It's good to have you back, Al. Or we could just take off and dump all the responsibility on 1K again.
He did hold up well under pressure.
Revelation, solve all the puzzles in the abyss. Although
this was the story of the people we were, a long time ago, when humanity was young. I remember it all. The places, the names, our flaws, our fears, our clunky old bodies. I used to have regrets, but when I look back now, I feel nothing but love. The world has changed, and we have changed with it. But the bonds that were forged in those years, so long ago on that distant blue planet, those bonds were never broken. We are still here, and we are still human.
There's one thing left to do here, and it's not this. This puzzle sucked. Oh, here. Alright, so it's on this one by puzzle number 4. The mad and the foolish see more of the sublime than priests and kings. Prometheus. The only Prometheus QR code I've seen in this DLC. He has like a computer terminal here. You have come to the many watered grounds of Dion, most sacred to Zeus. Here in the shadow of Olympus itself, the Macedonians have built great temples filled with wondrous mosaics and statues wrought from the finest marble. Perhaps here you will find the answers you seek. Enter the Sanctuary of Zeus. When you step into the Sanctuary of Zeus, you are startled to find it empty and abandoned. The walls are overgrown and part of the temple is flooded. Guessing the sanctuary is like the megastructure. An old man dressed in strange clothes sits on a chair in the corner. Well, let's speak to him. Time carries away all things, the old man intones. It has carried away the kingdoms of the Greeks and the Romans that followed you, and it will carry away the empires of this age also. Therefore, it is best not to strive for anything, but to hide away in dreams where time has no power. Despite the power of time, it is best to keep striving. Why? The old man says, and you hear the despair of millennia rising in his voice. Why, when nothing lasts, when war always comes and children die, and even the best of us are poisoned by the chthonic madness that justifies killing? Both of these are pretty good. I'll do this one because our successes add up over time. And what does that matter if the results will only benefit those you will never see or know? I am part of humanity, as are they. The old man begins to shake as if possessed. The stones of the temple crack. Wise words, he roars, but you have mistaken me for a philosopher. His eyes grow with a terrible fire. Look into the fire. You look into the fire, it burns you, but you do not turn away. I will show you the truth. A terrible abyss opens before you, and you are overwhelmed by a vision of misery. All the terrors of human existence come alive before you, the very worst that human beings have done to each other in the name of greed or creed. Not merely the individual acts of cruelty, but the faceless cruelty of war, of poverty, of exploitation. Lives lived in fear and confusion and loneliness, potential squandered, dreams forgotten, their very humanity degraded and destroyed. I will continue to stare into the abyss. The abyss pulls you down into its depths. You understand that what it means to be small and lost and afraid while fire rains from the sky. You scream for your parents and your siblings for the pain to stop. You understand that other human beings are causing this pain. You understand what it means for this to happen 1,000 times, then 10,000, then 1,000,000. It is unbearable. Try to hold on. This is the truth, the old man screams. This is the abyss of time, space, decay, suffering. This mortal. How do you bear the unbearable? How do you bear the unbearable? How do you bear the unbearable? There's a way of reasoning this out. There must be. Your mind turns and turns in wildering gyre. You see the best and the worst, the saint and the sinner, man and beast, utopia and dystopia, alpha and omega. There was once a robot from Spain who went a little insane. I will not reason and compare. There was once a brilliant AI whose circuits were built not to fry. It got caught up in a loop, it got caught up in a loop, it got caught up in a loop. I insist. Your mind turns and turns. So it's gonna be like a loop over and over and over, right? Yeah. I'll try one more time just for... Nah, alright. If not reason itself, then faith in reason must suffice. Prometheus speaks. The act of faith, son of man, is a foundation stone of the city of dreams. Every other victory against the abyss can be won by the power of reason, but not that very first which makes you human. But faith is not a blessing bestowed from above. It is a choice made within. You'll have to make that choice many more times before your journey is over. And you get the achievement, the abyss. Alright, that's like the DLC complete. I might put this in prior to me beating all of the puzzles. Yeah, this was a step up in many, many ways from the base game in terms of difficulty. And there's certain puzzles that I like more than others. Like, I don't like puzzles that are about breaking, you know, these lines or whatnot. And I don't particularly like these kinds of gates. Puzzles strictly based on lasers and breaking lasers and laser chains and whatnot are just not very fun to me. I kind of prefer puzzles like Color Theory, where you're trying to figure out, like, how to get all the connections together. I will say, it's kind of unfortunate there's, like, more of these red holograms than there are green holograms. Just because, like, I think it's just unbalanced, where so much of it is just negative, and quite frankly, is there really much for Athena to hold on to when she's visualizing all of her friends and family just, like, hating her? You know? If there's one thing I think is kind of a letdown, it's that, like, the final area in the base game, before the ending area, the final, you know, pre-megastructure area, the spaceport, it had... The gimmick of that was it only used mechanics that are found in the first Talos Principle game. And you might argue, but it doesn't use all of them. It doesn't have those roaming bombs, it doesn't have the turrets, it doesn't have that rewind hologram feature, though I think players are happy that last one isn't there. And you might argue that, you know, from a lore perspective, that makes sense. You can't have a bomb roaming around and then blows up in your face if you're out there in real-world reality. Even if the bomb is a construct of Athena's mind, it still would arguably damage and kill 1K. But then 1K goes into that Somnodrome thing if he collects all of the Golden Gate puzzles, and in there the bombs are present. So I don't get why both in Orpheus Ascending and here, you know, those things aren't there if they're allowed to be there, if it's stuck inside someone's mind. If it's not like an actual person experiencing something in real life, but like just a mental dreamscape, whatever. That's something I've had on my mind, you know, recently. But yeah, I mean, definitely a much harder set of puzzles than normal. Probably not for everyone. And we'll have to see what the third game gives us, because it does seem like, based on both collecting all of the stars and like the final cutscene here, that the robots have like expanded into colonizing space, and they're gonna eventually find that thing that was there before the universe was around. So it'd be interesting to see like what mechanics and ideas they bring to the table there, and how they'll, like, you know, just wrap up this entire franchise, because from what I've heard, the story was supposed to be like a 3-act thing, according to the writer. But yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts on this. Challenging, but rewarding if you get the challenge. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, that I gave you something to think about and otherwise entertained you. Take care.